So in this video, I'm just going through the week, prepping, getting ready for the market on the weekend, and then I will show market day, kind of the setup and things like that. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. It has been a busy week of prepping. I'll show a clip.
Everything I made this week. Two-headed bunny, buy one. Baby Sam, buy two. Space Invader, buy three. Tofu Turtle, buy five. Frog, buy six. Floppy Frog, buy one. Mushy Boy, X3. Unfinished Cthulu. Unfinished mothman. Quinn mushroom, buy one. Unfinished Cthulhu. Unfinished baby dragon, buy one.
This weekend I have a market on Saturday the 20th. It is a punk rock flea market type vibe, so I tried to make some kind of alternative pieces, kind of just like edgy things like Two-Headed Bunny, Baby Sam, things like that, and then all the regular things. I have to remake my goth cow still because I did sell the one that I did have at my last market, so I'm gonna be doing that too. But it has been a busy week. My hands are yelling and yapping at me. I haven't done anything today, just trying to kind of give my hands a little bit of a prolonged break, because the most break that they get is when I'm sleeping or napping with my daughter. So I'll probably make a few more things today, but we'll see how the day goes. I do want to say thank you to anyone that has subscribed to my channel, liked any of my content, and interacted with me in the comments. It really does mean a lot. I'm just kind of getting started out in my YouTube journey, and it is a little bit like, whoa, what am I doing? So it feels nice to know that people actually like watching and yeah, are interacting with my stuff and my content. That's always lovely and nice. I feel like I'm doing something right, or at least you're enjoying it somewhat. So yeah, that's all we've been doing this week. I'll probably do a few more check-ins this week. I didn't really record anything over the last week because I was prepping pretty hardcore. Oh my god, I did have to get like so many yarn orders. I did an order from Michael's online. I did an order. I went to Michael's. I went to Joann's. I made another order from Michael's. I had to order more polyfill. I buy the 5-pound things of polyfill, and that is not enough during market season. It is not enough. It does not last very long at all. I am on like my second to last vacuum sealed bag of polyfill, so that just came. It's actually at my door, so I'm gonna go get that. And I had to get some more safety eyes. So yeah, things just go really fast during market season, so just making sure to pay attention to how much I have left of each thing before it runs out. I have a bad habit of waiting until I use all of stuff and then ordering more. So I'm trying not to do that and paying attention to when it gets low and going ahead and reordering it. But yeah, that's all so far. So I will check back in later in the week. Okay, so it is now Monday. Just ignore the appearance. I lied. I did make something else last night. I ended up making another goth cow. I don't like the eyes, but they're like staring at you. But it is what it is. Just needs his earrings. And then I've got a second one right here that I did this morning. I just have to finish, put the ears on, and then sew the nose on and give it its earrings. So I also made another little tofu turtle so that I now have 1, 2, 3, 4. I now have 6 of those. So I have, as far as the edgy things, since it's the punk rock flea market, I have the two-headed bunny. Stop it. I have the two-headed bunny. I have the 2 baby Sams. I have the 2 Cthulus, Mothman, and 2 goth cows. So all the rest is just going to be the typical stuff. I do have a dragon that I have all the parts for. I just never sewed together, so I might sew that together once I'm done with this cow. The only other things on my list, I think, were... The only thing left on my list, I think, were to make possibly some of Stitch. I don't know if I'll do that or not, just because I have to do the eyes and like cut them out and stuff, and I don't know if I really feel like doing that or not. So we'll see how that goes. And if I finish the dragon later, I will be sure to show that. But yeah, I for you, Mama. Thank you. I said last night I wasn't going to do anything else, but then I made that cow, so I'm still just trying to feel comfortable with the inventory that I'm taking and making sure that I have some decent stuff for the crowd possibility, because it is punk rock and there are going to be some like punk rock like bands there too, so I feel like it's going to be a good turnout. I just don't know how many people are going to bring their kids, how many people are going to like the typical stuff that I have. I mean, just because it's punk rock doesn't mean that people don't like bright colors. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough, because this event on the Facebook event page has like 4K people interested, and it's a free event. Now, of course, like everybody that says they're interested in events don't show up, of course, or end up not going. But that's a lot of possibilities. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough, because I have another market on the 3rd of May. So if I do sell out, I'll have to prep up more again for the next one. So we'll just see how it goes. But that's all I've got so far. So I will check back in again. Okay, so yesterday I finished my other cow, and then I made this jellyfish, black and white jellyfish. Here are my cows. Here's one of my cows. And then my other cow is right here. Punk rock, so we had to give it some earrings. And today I need to get some stuff done. I'm in the middle of a bat. It's almost done, so I might make 1 or 2 of those. I'm not sure yet. But we have to go take my dad to the doctor. He ended up hurting his knee and doesn't know what he did to it. I'm really hoping that he didn't mess it up too bad, because he lives by himself. So that would suck for him if he had to get knee surgery of any kind. So we're going to hope for the best. But I, of course, took a bag with me. So if I do end up making anything, I've got plenty of stuff to make. So we'll see what comes out of today. So here's the bat. I was able to finish it. We did have a little bit of a busy day, but I got it done. If I may say so myself, it came out pretty cute. And then the dragon, I did go ahead and start sewing it all together. Looks kind of weird right now, but we're going to trust the process and see it tomorrow. So, last night I showed the finished bat that I made. And this morning I did finish the dragon. There's a tail hanging out, but I did finish the dragon. I need to glue the eyes down. But she's all done. All done. Just gotta trust the process on some stuff because she was looking real weird last night, but she's all finished now. I think she turned out pretty good. And I've got I'll have the pattern for this linked down below. This is Winnie the dragon. She's very cute, but everything is sewn on. I like to mention that because some people don't really like sewing, but every piece of this is sewn on. The legs are sewn on. The thighs are sewn on. The wings, the head to the body is sewn on. So just making sure that if you decide to tackle the dragon, that you're really comfortable with sewing because it is a lot of sewing. I've had this dragon done, like all the pieces for it done for like months, and I just haven't felt like sewing it all together, and I just figured I'd go ahead and sew it together so I could take it to this upcoming market. I did her before I had my new pricing guide from Crochet with Bay, so I'm not really sure how much to charge, but I'm thinking around 70, 75, probably between 70 and 80 because she is a decent size and it did take a lot of work. I don't know if you can tell, but she is a decent sized dragon. Yeah, so just got to decide on how much to charge for her. But I think she came out really cute. Some parts of her are different colors because I ran out of yarn, so I tried to kind of like use the colors throughout. So you'll see that like her back feet are different colors, and then I used that same colors for the ears and the wings, but overall I think that it came out pretty good. So yeah, she is finished. I'm really happy with that, and now I'm gonna make some of these chunky frogs. I'm gonna make 2 of these but bigger, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so here is the chunky frog. I actually charged 20 for these. Yes, love?
I found it.
Yay! Go get it and I'll put it back on. I actually charged 20 for these. They're pretty big. Now when I do these chunkier frogs, hold on. Because it is a keychain pattern, around the legs, there's these little gaps that I cannot stand. You can actually stick a finger in there. So what I like to do at the end is take an extra piece and just kind of close those up and then just weave it in. That way there's no holes or open spaces in the frog. So one frog down. And I'm gonna do another one of those, and then I'll probably take a break. I'll probably take a break after that because it is almost my daughter's nap time. I wish I had a cuter yarn wall behind me or craft area, but I do not. I'm just in my living room, so I might be able to get some more done while she naps, but we will see. That's all I've got done so far today. Just finish that dragon and working on another. I'm gonna make another frog, so I'm gonna do that. Here at Friday, the day before the market. I didn't really do much yesterday. I wasn't really feeling that great. So the only thing I made yesterday, I think, was another chunky frog, one of the jumbo ones. So now I have 3 of those. And I made one more tofu turtle so that I have 7 total. Today I am making 2 to 3 jumbo bees. I like to have at least 2 to 3 of those, so I'm going to go ahead and make those today. But yesterday, I did get my business cards. I got them from Canva. They came in this really cute little box. And they're nothing special. So with my logo, I used Canva. And with my name of my business as well as my logo, it was hard to come up with something. I'm sure that we've all been there. But my mom was one of my biggest supporters. So for her and my mama, I wanted to use lilies. So that's why there are lilies around my name for my logo. They were 2 of the most important women in my life, and they were always supporting me and pushing me to do stuff. My mom was all about my crochet. Unfortunately, she didn't get to see me make any of the amigurumi. Yeah, she was always pushing me though with my shawls, my blankets, all the baby stuff that I was making before. So once I finally started selling, I wanted to incorporate something for the both of them, and that's why there are lilies around. It's not around my name, but around the crochet heart. And then nothing fancy, but then I've got my QR code with some information on the back. So I got about 150 of those for I think like $30 from Canva. So it was really easy because you can just in Canva you can make your logo, make your business card, you can make whatever you want pretty much, and then you can have it printed and shipped off from them. And the prices aren't that bad in my opinion either. I mean, I'm sure that you can compare prices with other places like Vistaprint. I've seen people get theirs done at like Walgreens or Office Max or Depot. So I'm sure that, you can compare prices, but for me it was just easier because everything was all in one place. I just made it, printed it, done. So I do have those. I was afraid they weren't going to come in time for the market, but they did. I'm not a big business card person, but every market someone asks. Someone doesn't like using the QR code, someone asks, and I'm like, well, the QR code is the main way that you get to my business card and my business information, but having the physical card, they can take it. If they don't know how to use a QR code, they can get someone to help them, things like that. So, Maya, stop moving, baby, because you're moving my camera. So I got those yesterday, and today we are going to be loading everything in the car here in a little bit and getting it all ready for tomorrow. to get any of these set up. Everything went really fast. We had to unload really quickly, pull the car out of the way, and get set up. But we got here, got set up at 6. By about 6:30, we had a couple $100 worth of sales. I sold most of my stuff. I will show what I have left right now. It is 8:08 and we're out here till 11. I brought some backup stock out as well, so I'll show y'all what I have left now. Okay, so this is where we are now. A lot of stuff is already gone, lots of keychains, most of the turtles are gone. All my cryptids are gone. The big dragon sold almost immediately. So I still have a good bit of stuff left. My cryptids sold almost immediately, like I said. The dragon, two-headed bunny, Cthulu, the mothman, the goth cows, they all went so fast. So now it is pouring rain, as you can see. Lovely rain. Raining hardcore. So we're just gonna wait it out now and see. We're out here again till 11, so I'll check back in later. So I finally got all my stuff out of the car. It is Tuesday. I was supposed to get this video out on Monday, but I didn't get all my stuff unloaded and recounted. So I figured I'd go ahead and finish it up today. I got everything recounted. I've got my list for my next market, and oh my gosh, I have so much to make. I think, let's see, I only sold 52 items, but that's actually a lot. I think it was like a little over half my inventory, and at the end of the market, I did end up having to bring out some like backup stock, just items that like some ghosts, like some random things, because my table was getting bare. I did end up at this one making more than I did at the last one, so it was over $1,000. So it was very successful. I'm really waiting on the day that I break 2,000. That will be so awesome. I got very close. I was halfway there this time, so I'll take it. And when I say halfway there, I mean I was $500 short. So that was a pretty good market. The booth fee was $100, so initially I was concerned with the booth fee being $100. You know, it's always one of those things where booth fee's kind of high and you're like, oh, what's it gonna be like? The foot traffic was off the chain. It wasn't, hey baby, I'm making a video.
Oh, hello, are you video, mommy?
You're in my video. The foot traffic was off the chain, and since it was the punk rock vintage flea market is what it was. And so I wasn't sure how many people would be interested in my stuff. So many people were interested, and we did amazing. It was great. And then one of the best things that happened was at my very first market that I did last year, when I started doing markets, a couple had bought from me, and I had this really jumbo bunny. It was like $100. It probably should have been more, but I charged $100 for it. I wasn't really gonna put it out, but the lady saw it in the corner with my stuff and was just like, hey, is that for sale? She bought it, and they bought a few other things. Well, I saw them again at the market, and it was so awesome. I was like, you guys look familiar. And they were like, yeah, we bought the big bunny. And I was like, I immediately know who you are. And it was really cool getting to see them again. They said that they had been looking for me at markets and were really excited to see me. They got the two-headed bunny and immediately got the dragon. I did go with $100 for the dragon because of all the work that the dragon has. All those pieces are sewn together. It was a decent sized dragon. It was pretty big in my opinion. So I did go for $100 with it, and no questions asked, just handed the money. I was like, okay, thanks. I wish I would have got a picture with the couple. That would have been really nice just to have for myself, just because they are customers that I've had before. So it was really cool. But yeah, that was fun. So the market was very successful, very fun. I feel like I might have sold out if it weren't for the rain. Once the rain started, it was pouring down rain. I was soaked. My stuff was getting wet. I had to get soaked again to put up the walls. Once the walls were up, we were good, but it was so much rain that the parking lot of the brewery that we were outside of had like these big giant puddles. So people started loading up, leaving. So the foot traffic kind of died down after that. So we ended up leaving a little before 11. It was probably like 10 o'clock, and we started going ahead and getting everything together, and we just went ahead and left. But yeah, it was very, very successful. I will say I never do the same thing with my setup. It always looks different because I never know how I want stuff, how I want to group things together, what I want lifted off the table and things like that. But I will say having my eye-catching pieces front and center was a very, very, very good thing, I think, because I had people just like coming over, like hitting a beeline over to the tent to look at whatever that, caught their eye. Everybody that came in the tent was looking at all the stuff, of course, but a lot of them saw something from a distance and came over. So if you're doing something like that one was a punk rock vintage flea market. So I tried to have, like I said, some of those edgy things, Cthulhu's, mothman, cryptids. So we got those. Goth cows, two-headed bunnies, just things that were a little bit edgier. And then, of course, I had all my regular stuff, too. The dragon, they were all together front and center so that they were eye catchers. Unfortunately, the dragon left immediately within, like, the first 30 minutes, but the guy was really nice. Like I said, that was the couple that knew me from before. And he took some of my business cards, and people that asked about the dragon, he was giving them my business cards. So it was really sweet. But some of the popular items that sold, I again do a lot of variety. Some of the smaller things I do in batches, but most of the other stuff I just make whatever I want to make. Maybe one or two of, and call it a day. But the most popular was the chunky frogs. I would say whatever style frog you like some people like to do, the leggy frogs. People really seem to like frogs. So definitely, maybe do some frogs. I'm a person that if I don't want to make something, I'm not making it. Just because people want it, I'm not making it. So I know that the leggy frogs are popular. I am not a fan of the leggy frogs, so I don't make them. I'm not going to make something just because I think it will sell, because I crochet because I love crocheting. Crocheting is my passion. So I'm still doing this for fun. Even though I have to bulk and prep and all that, I still want to have fun while I'm doing it. I don't want to make anything that I don't enjoy. So anyways, chunky frogs. My chunky frogs did well. Aliens, I only took 3 again, and all 3 of them sold. So I think for the next one, I'm going to do 3 to 5. And see how that goes. The tofu turtles, which I had linked the pattern for in my previous video, I think, one of the last videos. They did really well. With those, I believe I took 7, and I sold all of them. All of them went. So for the next one, I'll try to do 10 to 15 of those. The small octos, they did really well. They're like the little, I like to call them like stress ball size. So they were that size. And then out of the keychains, I again have a wide variety, so it's hard to tell you what sold best. But I did sell most of the whales. So most of my whale keychains were gone. I only had like 1 left. So those went pretty good. It's hard to tell y'all what sells best out of my stuff just because I keep saying it, but I like to do wide variety of stuff. Some things I like to do in the bulk batches, like the tofu turtles, maybe aliens, You know, the small stuff, chunky frogs, tofu turtles, octopi, things like that. But everything else is random. So my medium to large stuff, it's kind of hard to tell you what sold best because some of everything sold. So it's hard to say. I might have had one of this and that one sold. So, but overall, it was wonderful. It had a great time. The bands didn't get to play because of the rain, so that sucked. But it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. If you came through the week with me in this video, I hope that you enjoyed it. You know, I try to catch, you know, prepping and going through the week. I try to also remain positive and encouraging. You know, if you're doing markets, you don't want to come on and watch somebody and then be like, oh, I only made this much. It sucked. Well, yeah, I mean, it might not have been that great, but you still, again, got your name out there. You still got to participate. I mean, have fun. Have fun. I have fun at every market I do, even if I only make $500. That's $500 that I didn't have before. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so whatever I make is I didn't have that before, so I might as well be excited about it. Through the summer, I think that the markets will be pretty good, and I think that's typical for most areas because the weather's good. People want to get out of their houses. They want to find something to do. So I foresee the rest of them being pretty decent. I have two markets in, well, I have two, possibly three markets in May. The one coming up is May 3rd, so I will be doing some prepping, a lot of prepping, for that one. And then I have one on May 18th. I try to give myself 2 weeks between, just so that way I have time to prep without my hands falling off. I do have pretty decent carpal tunnel, so I do have pretty decent carpal tunnel, so I try to space things out so that way, I mean, because I have to crunch and I have to prep, but that way I can take breaks and still get everything done that I need to. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And again, if you watched this video, I hope that you enjoyed it. Maybe you saw something you liked. I have some of the patterns linked in the description of a few of the things that I showed when I was prepping through the week. So hopefully it's helpful for you, motivating for you to keep going if you're doing your market journeys. If you have any questions or things you would like to see from my channel, please let me know in the comments. Like I said, I am new to this YouTubing thing, so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you want to see. So if there's something you want to see or something you want to know for me to touch on or talk about, let me know, because I'd be glad to do that. I love to talk. I might be a little awkward or a little weird or do some weird faces, but I love to talk. So just let me know and subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time.